Hello guys, this is IP Tech here and I'm back with another video. This time I'll be doing sort of an ultimate gaming setup build. So I'll include the full setup, so you get the monitor, mouse, keyboard and headset as well. This is gonna be a 4K gaming setup, so it's gonna be able to play all games at 4K and 60 FPS. And it's gonna cost around £4,000 as well. So with this build you'll be able to play all games at 4K and 60 FPS and close to maxed out settings and have no problem as well. For the CPU I chose the Intel Core i7 5930K. This is a Haswell E processor on the X99 platform and the LG11 2011 V3 socket. It's a hex core processor, so it means it's got 6 cores which are clocked at 3.5 GHz and feature hyperthreading, so you technically get 12 cores. And which is going to be very good for heavy multi-threaded task loads, like for example if you want to do some video editing and games as well. Nowadays games are starting to take more advantage of more cores, so it's going to help with that. It also features 4 ePCIe lanes, which is going to improve performance when using multiple graphics cards, which we will be taking advantage of in this build. It is very overclockable, and with good CPU cooler it can easily be overclocked to over 4 GHz, and it does have more than enough power for gaming, and with the amount of cores it has, you'll be able to handle video editing without a problem. For the CPU cooler, we needed a solid CPU cooler, so I chose the Corsair H110i GT. It's a liquid cooler which features a 280mm radiator with two 140mm SP Corsair fans. This will keep the CPU cool and allow for a very good overclock that's gonna be in the 4.5 GHz range. For the motherboard, I chose the Asus X99 Deluxe ATX LGA 2011 V3 motherboard. So this motherboard supports CPU and it's packed with loads of features, and which can be indicated in the price. It is pretty pricey motherboard. It has very good build quality and features pretty solid VRM solution that will allow CPU to be overclocked further than other cheaper motherboards. And the X99 chipset supports quad channel memory, which we'll be taking advantage of in this build, and also features one of the fastest onboard Wi-Fi and supports up to 3-way SLI. For the RAM, I chose the Corsair Vengeance LPX 32GB memory, which is clocked at 2666 MHz. This is DDR4 memory, as it's the only supported by a chipset, and it's a 4x8GB memory modules. So you get 4 memory modules that is going to allow us to take advantage of the quad channel memory, and this is overall very good quality RAM from Corsair. For storage, I chose the 750 series PCI SSD from Intel. It's the 1.2TB version. This is one of the fastest SSDs on the market right now, which features read and write speeds that are above 2 gigabits per second, which is extremely fast. The 1.2TB storage will be enough for the operating system and should be enough for a big games library or other media, whatever you want to store on it. The incredibly fast read speeds is going to dramatically improve the performance of the operating system, the boot time as well, and also reduce loading times in games like Battlefield 4, which are known to have very long loading screens when used on mechanical hard drives. And I've chosen a WD Black 2TB HDD as a mass storage device, and backup as well. So this is going to be the backup storage, and in general it's going to store your movies library or photo library as well. And it's very fast and reliable drive, and it's perfect for this kind of stuff. Next is the GPU, and for this I chose the Gigabyte GTX 980 Ti in 2-way SLI. So we have 2 graphics cards, which is going to provide enough power to drive games at 4K. This is the Gigabyte GTX 980 Ti is a solidly built card with a custom PCB and very quality components, as it's what the G1 gaming is all about. And it's the best value for money graphics card out there at the moment, as you get a lot of performance for what you pay for, and it outperforms the Titan X at a lower cost, so it's very good. It features the Gigabyte's 3X Windforce cooler, which features 3 90mm fans, I believe. It should provide enough cooling to allow for a very good overclock on the card. That should go about 1500 MHz, which is gonna give you some solid performance at 4K, and also it features 6GB of GDDR5 RAM, which is gonna it's gonna allow for the resolutions at 4K, which is gonna use a lot of memory, and should have no problem handling 4K. 2 GTX 9080s will have no problem even playing AAA titles at 4K and pretty much max out the settings or close to max out. But for some very intensive games like The Witcher 3, you probably need to turn down some of the settings in order to get the smooth 60 FPS. Next we have the case. I chose the Fantex M4 Pro. This is a full tower with plenty of space to fit all the components, including the SLI configuration. The case is very good airflow, which is gonna keep our 2 graphics card very cool. It also features very good build quality, and it's an easy layout design, so it will be making it easy to build in for first time builders. It has excellent cable management with enough room behind the motherboard for all the cables, and it does include Velcro straps for easily tying down cables. Next we have the power supply. For this I chose the EVGA Supernova 1000W 8 plus gold PSU. It's a very good quality power supply from VGA. That they make one of the best power supplies out there at the moment. It says more than enough power and enough wattage to power our build, and it will handle it even if the CPU and GPU are both heavily overclocked. The high 8 plus gold efficiency is gonna reduce the power consumption compared to less efficient power supplies and save you money on your power bill. It's a fully modular design will improve the cable management, and we'll be able to conveniently replace the power supply if you need to. For the peripherals and a section of the monitor, I chose the AMH A399U. It's a 4K 4-inch Korean monitor, so it features the full 4K resolution at 6 FPS 60Hz refresh rate, and this is a massive monitor at 4 inches, and it will give you a very immersive experience when playing games and a lot of real estate in the desktop for opening multiple windows and for editing videos as well, if you choose to do so. It's a very good value for money product, as you do get a TV size monitor for £350. If the monitor is too big for your room or desk, I will leave links in the description for a few different 4K monitors that are smaller, that come around at 28 inches, which is probably what it's perfect for some people's desks. But this is the one I would recommend, as it's extremely good value for money. For the mouse, I chose the Logitech G502. It's a very good mouse that has very comfortable design and could support palm or claw grips. It tracks very smooth and on most surfaces, and features a DPI that goes up to 12,000, which can be controlled via a button on the mouse or the Logitech software that it comes with. It has a braided cable and a hefty weight to it, as it's included weights as well, so you can choose your own weight. It's overall very good mouse, and I'd strongly recommend it for this build. Next is the keyboard. For this I chose the K70 RGB from Corsair. This is an RGB backlight, so you can set up to any color to match the build. In this build it's more of a plain black and white build. So you can set it to match the build. It has featured Cherry MX red switches, which will provide very smooth typing experience, as they don't have a tactile click or bump like the blue switches. And it's one of the best keyboards out there for gaming and general productivity as well. And lastly, for the headset, I chose the Kingston's HyperX Cloud Pro. It's a very good quality headset with good sound and decent microphone for online chatting with friends or even recording with. Very comfortable to wear for extended gaming sessions or listen to music. And it's also very good value for money. It's only £55, and you get a lot of quality for your money. And this is it for the build, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and make sure you subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and make sure you give the video a thumbs up if you liked it.